Hi guys, welcome to another reading, and for today's reading I am going to be checking the energies for the end of August, which is I believe August 23rd to the 30th. So let's see what is or who is coming towards you. I'm gonna use my tarot. I have some other tarot cards. I feel like I need to just bring them so I can kind of, use different energies here. But I really like this one because this one, it's my first one. I feel like it's like your first love, you know? Um, so, I don't know. They know you, you know them. But I'm going to tell you, if you are a tarot reader or you're starting to do tarot, use tarot for your readings, and you experiment or use different decks. I mean, at least for me, every tarot has their own personality, and yeah, they do, because I feel like it's the images as well too, or the person who created them. But yeah, they have different energies. I felt it. I've seen it. For example, this one doesn't sugarcoat anything, so it comes, it's up where my energy is. I don't really sugarcoat, uh, anything. I just say it how I see it because it's, I like to be honest, and I feel like it's good to be honest, So anyway, so let's get started and let's see. So for my viewers, who or what's coming towards you from August 23rd to August 30th? That will be the last week of August. Who or what's coming towards you? All right, we have the Seven of Pentacles here in the reverse. For some of you, be very mindful about your spending this coming week. Be very mindful of buying unnecessary things out of boredom, out of, just, going out there and just trying things, just be very mindful about that. This maybe, I would say, end of the month, couple of weeks. We have the Five of Pentacles and the reverse, so yeah. I feel like some of you really need to watch out for your spending. So for some of you, there could be some sort of unexpected expenditure coming through here with this Five of Pentacles as well. And we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. There could be like, for some of you, I do get an energy of like, yeah, something unexpected, maybe like something breaks down, maybe some sort of repair, or I feel like, something that I feel like if you are waiting for some sort of payment, just don't really wait for that. Be very mindful of your energy out there as well. For some of you, take care of your health with this Five of Pentacles. Take care of your energy, your well-being. There's also an energy that I feel here for some of you about taking care of other people. There's a very big need on focusing on yourself, on your family, your priorities, who or what's coming towards you. We have the Three of Wands, so yeah, try to not, try to think twice before you take some sort of action. Um, make sure that you do have some sort of plan in place towards maybe the near future. I'd send some of you maybe in the next 30 days. There's something here with this Three of Wands, especially where I feel like you need to kind of start reviewing maybe a situation or something from the past as well, how things have been actually working out for you in some sort of way. But I do get a very heavy energy here about finances. So just be very mindful about this for you guys, okay? So let's see. We have the Emperor. Sure, a lot of these cards are um, most of them are in the reverse. The only one upright is the Five of Pentacles, and that's not really something that we want to see, right? Um, with the Emperor in the reverse, like I said, be careful who you give your power away. For some of you, also be careful who you lend money and who you support. Maybe that support might not, maybe this is something you might expect that might come back from these people, but know that maybe in the past there could be like people who have actually turned their back on you. um, you know and be very mindful about things that are not going to be supporting you as well. um, if I were you, I would probably put a budget with this Three of Wands energy. I would maybe create a list of things that need to be prioritized in your life when it comes to spending and money. Maybe also like a financial review, and for some of you, mm, like where's your money has been going, or making maybe like a budget, like a list. All right, I'm going to make sure that this is where I'm going to be using the money. For some of you, be very mindful that this energy could be affecting you till the end. For some of you, for the next 3 months, but some of you, it could also be till the end of the year. I mean, I get different energies, but for the next maybe even 30 days, be very mindful of your spending habits. Let me clarify this Five of Pentacles because this is the only one. We have the Nine of Wands here. So for some of you, I feel like there's something here that you have been putting a lot of hard work and effort, that maybe you had to sacrifice yourself for this maybe situation. Um, and, in some way, you're gonna kind of feel like maybe you cannot really give more of your energy towards this. Be mindful of this Emperor energy as well. We have fire energy. It kind of gives me Saturn energy, and Saturn is retrograde in Aries. So be very mindful of maybe people, especially authority figures, bosses as well, who might kind of manipulate you or try to take advantage of you, right? In the Emperor in reverse could be someone who abuses their authority in some way. So be very mindful of some sort of person coming in with that type of energy. And I'm gonna clarify. So we have the Knight of Wands. Definitely someone who is there's an energy of very immature, right? Behavior here. Someone who is definitely out of control, takes very rash actions without thinking, without knowing the consequences, right? Kind of gives me an energy of whatever it takes, kind of like the Five of Swords energy. So be very mindful of this, people. I will give you some sort of advice in regards how to navigate this week for you, okay? So what the advice is there for you? We have Judgment in the reverse. There's definitely a lot of blockages here. I see a lot of things kind of getting in the way for you guys this week, in order for you guys maybe to solve some sort of issue, because we have the Three of Wands, and I feel like this is something that potentially has happened in the past, or there's some sort of history here. Um, be mindful of, be aware of people or situation who might be deceiving, right? Um, who might try to deceive you in some way. So be very mindful and careful about your spending as well. right? About overgiving, overextending yourself, even not only financially but energetically as well to other people, right? One more. We have the full, yeah. Make sure that whenever you're taking some sort of action, into, because we have this page of wands, right? In the reverse kind of gives me that a little bit of that full energy. Um, make sure that you measure every step. Make sure that every step you're gonna take, in regards to money, time, effort, or other people. Like, for example, if somebody comes and wants to be like, hey, maybe your boss be like, hey, can you stay like a couple of hours more, or because I feel like there could be like somebody here, who could be abusing or using their power to kind of control you, manipulate you in some way, right? And this is like a very cocky individual, and they could potentially, put you in this Eight of Swords energy, with a lot of stress, a lot of struggles. Um, be careful also about new beginnings that may be happening here. Um, especially where you're going to be, stepping without having awareness here, understanding, knowledge, right? If you maybe don't know the situation or you don't have experience in some way of, what that looks like, I would suggest maybe trying to find someone who can kind of get you where you want to be. Um, let's see. Yeah, it kind of looks a little bit difficult for you guys for, this coming week. But I feel like maybe this is a situation that needs to kind of be confronted in some way, right? We have Judgment here. Um, where Judgment and the Upright, it's kind of like you waking up towards a situation. And here I feel like you could have been ignoring. That's why, it needs to kind of happen in some way. So be very mindful. Um, hmm. I'm trying to think if I need to clarify anything, but I feel like the message has been very, very clear for you guys for this week. I'm sorry I don't have a lot of good news here, but I feel like this is more like something to prepare you, for what's coming, right? So again, try to mind your spending, and this could be energy, this could be money, where you're giving your power away. There's could be, like I said, a situation here that potentially has been happening for a while. Maybe you have been missing the red flags a bit, but it's gonna be highlighted this week. Um, with this full energy, let's see, 'cause it's upright. So yeah, I feel like for some of you, um, sorry. So with this full energy, I feel like there could be like a breakthrough here for some of you, especially with this Seven of Swords, where you might have to kind of be a little bit strategic here, right? Maybe you're gonna figure out a way out from a situation or a solution in some way, right? But I feel like it's going to require you to, use some sort of tactic. um, right, just critical thinking here in some way. Something I feel like it's going to pop up in your energy or in your life and be like, all right, I'm going to take this as my sign to kind of take action, and kind of move towards something, right? So with that said, sorry, I don't have good, better news for you, but, I did a blessing in the next 30 days. So that's coming very soon. So I hope that whatever you hear there, you're able to manifest. I did, what's your blessings, what's the blessings in the next 30 days? I think it was like 3 weeks ago. So the one I just did, it should be, posting next week. So for you guys, and that probably will be able to help you in some way to kind of understand, or maybe even give you some sort of you know, happiness, or, something nice that you guys want to hear. So, all right, let's go to our tea leaf and let's see. All right, first card, we have a two-faced friend. So we have like I said, I just see some sort of energy of someone here, especially with this Five of Pentacles, like where someone who is not who they seem to be. Maybe someone who you've helped in the past, but when it comes to helping you back, they're not really ready or there. We have a vacation. Some of you, there could be like some sort of vacation happening here. Be mindful of that as well. With this Three of Wands energy, or there could be like a vacation that you might be planning. We have Valley, deep personal strength, peace that is your success. And let's see. We also have Stork, news of a birth or a new business opportunity for you guys, right? So it kind of gives me that full energy, right? So there might be some sort of opportunity here. Again, be very mindful. And let me have two more. We have broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. So there could be maybe a situation here. Being very mindful. Again, mindfulness, right? For some of you, if, like I said, if you have been wanting to have, like, start something new, like a business, or there's something new beginning happening here, there could be like a situation that you need to prepare in regards to that with this unsuccessful outcome. So be very mindful of that. And let me get one more. We have victory in some endeavor, and I just feel like, again, but you might, there might be some sort of blockage that you might find here. For some of you, this could be related to some money, but at the end of the day, I feel like you're gonna get your victory. However that may be, it might be something unexpected too that you're not really seeing until, the situation kind of unfolds. Let me pull one more for you guys. We have Tulip, great passion. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of a little bit all over the place, but I feel like for some of you, this is, where maybe one thing will kind of, how do I explain it? Like, you're gonna start off, where things are not gonna be where you want, exactly how you planned this, but expect to kind of things turn around in some way for you. And at the end, you're gonna really find victory and some sort of endeavor, something that you maybe thought that it wasn't going to work out. At the end, I feel like it's going to be successful for you. Anyways, that's all I have, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.